Hey everybody, I'm doing this video for the portfolio because there was a lot of questions yesterday in the little meetings I had with some of the folks on the clarity of it. So the portfolio is a working document throughout the semester. The focus is to build a library of important topics, items, and definitions throughout the semester. This will serve to, number one, study for the class, 2, show understanding, and 3, something you can take to your capstone or if you go on your master's. But what it is all it's going to do is going to give you an opportunity to have a working library of a statistical analysis. To me, that's real important because when you leave me, and if you do any stuff in your capstone, you're going to not have to stress because you've already got a working document in your own words. The key thing here is it's in your own words. No copying and pasting. Please type it all in. It's an honor system. I'm not going to do it. So let me give you an example. So each week you're going to type into a Word document, only a Word document, the important topics and definitions for the week. So let me give you the example now. The mean. The mean is the simple average, arithmetic average, or just the word average. I'm not looking for a textbook definition that's like 4 sentences long because that means you didn't watch the videos, you didn't watch the PowerPoints, you didn't do anything. And that's where everything comes from, is the stuff that's either in the textbook, the videos, PowerPoint. Okay? All very simple, clean. Make it so you understand it so you can find the information quickly and be productive throughout the rest of the 8 weeks. Okay? So let's say the mean definition is, let's say, average. And then I would write down exactly what the mean does. Okay, so we are going to add up all the numbers and divide it by the total amount of numbers, and that gives you the mean. Okay, I'm done with that. I move on to the range. I move on to the mode. I move on to as many things as I can find. So if you're doing this as you're going along, as you're studying and you're making these notes and that, by the end of the week, you're done. You're completely done. Okay, let me give you another example. When we started getting into testing, so let's take because it's one of the easier ones, the one sample t-test. So we're doing the one sample t-test, and it's going to come up and it's going to have a definition of exactly what it is. It's going to be a one sample versus a test value or a criterion value. And then you're going to get multiple videos that do different things. One is going to be a lecture. Great, now you got the definition and kind of what it does. Okay. Second of all, then you're going to get one that's going to talk about the SPSS boxes and what the values are and what the important values and what you're looking for in those boxes. Okay, so you're writing down notes from there, and then you're going to do the write-up, and there'll be a very, very clear, driven outline of what you need to do the write-up. Okay, and you get all that in there, and then when you've done this, now you've read it, you've watched it, and you now have written it down, and now you're going to actually do the write-up on a separate set of data. So when you do this, you're touching it 3, 4, 5 times. And you should have absolutely no problem. But this working document, then when you go back to take your exams in the next couple weeks, you're going to have a working study document of everything we talked about. And I tell people the best thing to do is mark down the page number. Mark down the page number. Make sure that the page number is there. Okay? So if you do this, now you have a solid working document that you can study from, put in your library, take it with you wherever you go. So the bottom line is, in a Word document, give yourself a title page with your name and everything else. Then you turn around and the first line at the top of the first heading on that page is Module 1. Everything goes in Module 1. When you get to Module 2, you're starting a brand new page, and you do Module 2, Module 3, Module 4. Now your first couple weeks are going to be pretty intense. There's a lot in the textbook. But then when we get into testing, you're going to have the test and maybe a 1 or 2 extra topics to look at that are important, and that's going to be it. So it should decrease as the time goes on. How you're going to be graded is, number 1, is it complete? Okay, I'm not going to tell you what complete is. If you just have basic answers, you're going in the rubric. You're going to get dinged. If you've gone to length to have the definition and you've explained everything and you've got it all down, okay, that's fine. If you miss some stuff, it's not going to hurt you. It's when you miss a lot of stuff. It's when you just miss a whole bunch of stuff. If you've only got a couple answers in there, you should have a ton of stuff in there. But it's basically what you're studying. So you're working from the textbook. You're working from the videos. and you're working from the PowerPoints. You can also work from the tests and put notes from the tests that were on there, because those are the tests really point to the most key facts. The other thing that's in there is a thing called the deeper meaning videos, and those are videos I found on the internet. And it might be other stuff like web pages that I found, or it could be something I found on the internet from another teacher. It could be anything to help you along. YouTube is a valuable place to help you get through your online classes. And how do I know that? Because my whole doctorate was online. YouTube was my best friend. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up either by cell phone or by email. And one other little thing, I'm able to text from the classroom. So if you get a funky number like from, I think the last night's class, it was 844. I'll make sure I put my name in there, but I can now text you from there. So if there's anything that comes up, you will be ready to go. Okay? Have a great day.